Hey everybody, so I got this silver bowl at the thrift store. I thought it was really pretty. I loved the tarnish that was already on it. So I wanted to come up with a fun little topiary inspired display piece that screams spring. So I've got some styrofoam glued down in the bottom, and now I'm going to take just a piece of floral wire, like from a floral stem, and glue that down. And then I'm going to take this super moss. I got this at Michael's. It comes in a whole bunch of different colors. I chose this dark emerald green, but you can kind of see on the back of the package, it really comes in every conceivable color you can imagine. So you can really get creative with this. Here's the key. That is a finger protector. I got it at Dollar Tree. I'm sure that you could get it other places. But this is key when you're working with something like a foam and then something really soft like a moss. You need to cover your fingers because otherwise you will burn your fingers and it will hurt a lot. So trust me on this, guys. Use the finger protectors. I probably should have had more than one on, but luckily I didn't burn my fingers. So I'm just working around to cover that foam base that I have. I really want to hide the fact that there is a foam base. It's sitting inside of this bowl. So I'm just working around, trying to also get a good grip with this hot glue. And I'm also taking the bowl and kind of shaking out the excess pieces of moss that end up kind of falling out just because I wanted it to be a little bit neater. I didn't want stuff just kind of sitting there. The other thing I'm working around is covering the sides because it's a reflective surface with this silver bowl. If you don't cover the sides, you will still end up seeing the foam. So take your time, work around it, take your excess moss out, and just keep working at it. So the next step is to create my little wreath that's going to go on that floral stem. So it's an old napkin ring. You could use a curtain ring, I think, if you didn't have a napkin ring, but I felt like this little base of an old napkin ring was a good size for this. But like I said, a curtain ring would really work in a pinch. And sorry, it's a little tough here to see you guys, but I'm taking pieces of greenery and a piece of floral wire, and I am wrapping the wire around the different pieces of greenery to create a wreath shape, and just really trying to secure it well so it looks like a pretty greenery wreath. I end up using, I think, 3 or 4 pieces of greenery to get the whole thing covered. So that's what I'm doing here. It's a little tough to see, but just keep working with the wire and wrapping it around. Like I said, a curtain ring would really work in a pinch if you did not have a napkin ring. So you could totally do this project with a different style of a base for your wreath. So sorry I did not get video. I don't know what happened to it, but I attached the wreath just by gluing it to the floral stem, and then I covered the floral stem with just some jute twine. And then I created a little bow with some drop cloth that I had. I'm not a great bow maker, but I just thought a really simple, like shoelace kind of bow would look nice. And I kept looking at it. I didn't think it was quite done. So I wanted to add this bird and leaf embellishment. These birds I bought come with a little clip on the bottom. So I clipped different leaves and greenery pieces to this bird. And once I was happy with the way that it looked and thought that it fit, I just added my hot glue, and I'm gonna glue that down in the bottom. You don't have to do this step. You could leave it as it is. I also thought if you had a little bunny rabbit, it might be cute for an Easter style project. But I wanted to go kind of early spring. So you can see I've got a few different embellishments on my table that I'm working with. And I'm just trying to decide what size eggs would look best. I thought that one was way too big for this bird. So I'm just kind of playing around here and trying to come up with an arrangement that I'm happy with. So I add a couple more pieces, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I had a lot of fun making it, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this.